Hello and welcome to week one of Humanities 1301. This week we are looking at what are the humanities? What makes up the humanities? Now we've got this a lot of awesome things that are here out on the net about what the humanities are, but I like to believe the humanities are really more of uh, the practices that make us human. They literally are what makes us up. Um, they are the outward manifestations of our thoughts, our emotions, our principles, our ethics, our feelings, as well as projections of what we consider good and evil and all that makes up ourselves. So, really, the humanities are what help us express all of these things. We actually look at humanities all the time. Now there's a really good example here of what the humanities encompass. For example, it includes, but is not limited to, the study and interpretation of language, modern and classical, linguistics, literature, history, jurisprudence, philosophy, archaeology, comparative religions, ethics, history, criticism, and theory of the arts. Aspects of social sciences which have humanistic content and employ humanistic methods, study application of humanities to the human environment with particular attention to reflecting our diverse heritage, traditions, and history as to the relevance of the humanities to the current conditions of national life. Now, that being said, we're not going to look at all of that. We're going to look at a select few things that I think make up the core of our humanities. After all, this is introduction to the humanities, not all encompassing. So, um, we're going to be looking at least in this class, a select few, but most of the quote unquote humanities uh, that you might be familiar with, such as uh, literature, music, fashion, art, uh, a little bit of history, and cinematography, the cinema. Mostly the arts is what we're going to be looking at. But we're going to be looking at them through a particular lens. It's through the steampunk aesthetic, which you're going to learn more about actually next week, because the important part this week is actually going through and trying to decide for yourself what the humanities are. So we're going to begin by looking at, again, what are the humanities? And so I would suggest that you would read through this particular article, which is right here in our lecture. Just take a good look through. It's just 5 different definitions of what the humanities are, and that may make it clear as mud, but I think you'll actually gain a better understanding of what that is if you are unfamiliar with it. But I want you to read through that, and then you're going to go to the first assignment, which is called What's Your Number 10? And that's a discussion board. And you're going to read through this first PDF. It's 9 reasons. What's the 10th? These are 9 reasons why the humanities matter. And what I want you to do is read through this list of 9 and really read through it carefully. Again, one of my most important instructions is to always read through everything carefully. Read through that. Spend some time with this infographic, Humanities Matter 300. It's a large infographic. There's a lot of stuff here, so be sure to look at it. Read the article, the infographic, and then I want you to come up with a 10th reason why you think the humanities should matter. And you're going to post that in the discussion board. And so usually the first person to come up with the best idea posts. If you post first, you get claim to that idea. That's how that works. But you're going to reply to 2 other classmates' posts as well. So a total of 3 posts. But that's going to be what we're doing this week. We're going to have all the introduce yourself And then week 1 of what are the humanities, keeping it simple this week so that you can focus on uh, making sure you have the textbook. If you are having any issues with the textbook, please be sure to let me know. I have uh, arrangements I can make to help out with that. But you should be looking in the bookstore or either on Amazon or any place else that you might find used books. In any case, let me know, as always, if you have any questions. Be sure to email me, and I will talk to you later.